Hello, sir. This is a project of AIML, Student Performance Analysis. The introduction of our project is the project is to develop a regression model where the performance of the students are predicted not only on their grades but also other non-educational factors, personal life, and their dedication about their studies. For this model, two sets of data were taken. We tried to make our project with a clean data, and after that we used logistic regression which looked on overall factors and finally predicted which students would perform better. In this way, a special attention can be delivered to those who needed them. Here regression model means independent and dependent variables. And next, technology used in our project is Jupyter Notebook for a Python code. The Jupyter Notebook is an open source web application that allows you to create and share documents that contain live code, equations, visualizations, and narrative text. And next one is machine learning. Machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence that provides us a system ability to auto learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. Machine learning focuses on the development of a computer programs that can be accessed data and use it learn for themselves. uh, and Python. Python is a general purpose programming language. Hence, you can use the programming language for developing our project. Mainly, the Python code is help to develop my project. Problem statement. My problem statement is to understand how the student performance is affected by other variables. Here other variables is like gender, race, or ethnicity, parental level of education. Parental level of education is also matters in the grades of the students, because if the parents are educated, the students and their children's also in comfort zone to extend their education life, lunch, test, and preparation courses. And objectives of my project: gender of the student, race of the student as a group. Here we made a group like A, group B, group C, group D, in like that. In race, parental level of education, what is the education qualification of a student parents. And lunch, whether the lunch is standard type or a free lunch. Test preparation courses is also important, whether the student has taken or not and completed. Some students are taken a courses for only sake of the showing purpose. And math score, reading score, writing score. These are some output of the project. Now let us see how the let us see my code. Yes, this is my code. Import numpy, import pandas, and import seaboard. What are these numpy, pandas, and seaboard? These are Python libraries. Numpy for mathematical numerical approaches. Pandas for data manipulation. Seaborn for data visualization. Seaborn is mainly helps to plot graphs, etc. Here, C users Abhishek downloads student.csv. Here, the student.csv. It is my data set of this project. Here are the some data sets we have to need. That data set will be saved in the same location which is already saved this program. Def head. Here def head defines the head of the data set, like uh, head part of data set. Here we are taken about 4 rows and 8 columns. 8 columns is constant. It is a head, and it's a def tail, last, bottom, from bottom, five steps. And def shape, here shape refers or shape gives meanings to the uh, how much rows and how much columns. Here we use 0 to 999. Here we use 0 to 999. 999 means 0 to 999 means 1000 rows and 8 columns. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 columns. And def types, I already told that what are the objectives of my project. In that I already explained about what are the my objectives. Data types, here for example gender, race, parental, education, lunch, etc etc. And def describe, here math score, reading score, writing score, count, mean, standard deviation, me 25%, above 25%, 50%, 75%, maximum student grade. These all are some description or describe future of student. And def columns, in def columns there are 8 columns. We already know that gender, race, parental, education, lunch, preparation courses, math score, reading score, writing score. Data type is compulsory in object only. Here we can see that data types are object. And def non-unique, def information, in a it's contain information about all the objectives, all the data types. And def gender unique, in gender only female and male, data type is object. In lunch, unique character is standard or free or reduced. Standard and free or reduced, data type is object, same. Gender non-unique, non-unique refers as a numerical count of unique value. Here gender unique are female and male 1 and 2. Non-unique count of unique values, there are 2, that's it. The parental level of education dot unique, it elaborates the parental education qualification. Bachelor's degree, some college, master's degree, associate degree, high school, some high school. Data type is object. Test preparation courses is null. Here is null condition refers 0 1 2 3 up to 1000. There are 1000 rows, 1000 data, all are false because is null, for is null. And next, uh, is null dot sum, def dot is null dot sum refers no no row or any row is containing zero null value. Gender, race, every column or every row consists at least one data, so null value is 0 obviously. Student, def dot drop race, parental level, education, axis is equal to 1. Student dot head, here we are taking a race drop, we are dropping 2 columns, mainly race and parental level education. There are total 8 columns, so we are dropping 2 columns. One is race and another one is parental level education. After dropping, this is output. uh, Next, relationship analysis. Here are some graphical study method to glance or to quickly analyze the things. Correlation is equal to student dot core SNS means seaborn standard. Heat map def dot core, it explains about um, the heat map indicates correlation between two numerical values, math score, reading score, and writing score. SNS dot pair plot of def, seaborn dot axis grid. These are some graph, dotted or bar graph, math score, reading score, and writing score. Pair plot gives a relationship between numerical values. writing score with a math score. uh, this is a graph, and this is a reading score with a writing score with a writing score. SNS scatter plot. Scatter plot means this is the it's a scatter plot graph. X is equal to math score, y is equal to reading score, data is equal to def, hue is equal to lunch. Here the blue is indicating that standard, and orange is indicating that free or reduced. Lunch is white. It's about reading score versus math score, and scatter plot, math score, writing score, and lunch same. And theoretical analysis, these are the graphical analysis which we can analyze easily, and these are some theoretical analysis. Def median, math score, reading score, writing score. Def type plot 64. uh, Math score 66.0, reading score is 70.0, like that. Q1 is equal to def dot quantile of 0.25, print Q1. Math score will become 57.00, reading score will become 59.00, writing score will become 57.75, and Q3 like that. Q3 0.75, and IRQ Q3 minus Q1, print IRQ. Here the math score is 20.00, and reading score and writing score 21.25. Print Q1 minus of 1.5 into IRQ. Print Q3 plus of 1.5 into IRQ. Math score, reading score, and here there are two outputs. One is Q1 related to Q1, and another one is Q3. Here we see about Q1 and Q3. Here by using them and IRQ, we are defining this. Next one is distribution. In distribution, Seaborn SNS box plot, x is equal to def math score. Here math score refer to, it's a box graphical structure, uh, around 58 or 57 to 78 math score. By this box plot we get um, outlets or outliers of the particular numerical variables, and here are the reading score. This is about the reading score, and this is about the writing score, and this is about test preparation score. Test preparation score is completed only about 300 plus, not completed more than 600. It's a test preparation course. Test preparation course, gender wise. Here we see in bulk, and here we are dividing into gender wise. In gender completed, the greater is female, and here non completed also the greater is female. And then DS plot, def of math, true, norm hist is equal to true, bins is equal to 20. This above distribution plot shows the marks distribution among class students, and SNS this plot about distribution plot shows the mark distributions among the class students of a reading score. This is also math score, and this is reading score. uh, this will shows exact distribution compared to box plot with a probability density. Previous one we are seeing about box plots. In this we see about reading and writing score and preparation score. Here the comparison about compared to box plot with the probability density. Here the predictions, reading score, writing score. This is about a prediction, only prediction. It's a just like a probability, not exact. It's predicted output. Now, by this, our project. These are some results, and I already told that head of head of head of the data sets and tail of the data set, and these are some graphical analysis and conclusion. By analyzing data insights, we gain information to understand what is going on with the particular data set, and also observing that any data contains null values or not. By this project, uh, we observe that any data contains null values or not. Uh, Also, we understand the relationship between different variables by correlation method and by plotting the graphical representation. Math score and reading score and writing score. Um, we plot the graph and we compare, and by female male also we compare. My objective was to understand what kind of analysis should be done on a different type of a data with the effective visualization and theoretical analysis. Thank you.